I'm Ejecta1, and welcome back to another episode inside of my survival world. And in this episode, well, in the last episode we worked on the bridge, and I'm really happy with that bridge, and it's kind of out of render distance, but that's because we were way up, but that is because in today's episode, we were way up in the mountain, and that is because we're going to finally start the work on this area. Now, there are a couple of cherry trees, and I did get some saplings. All my supplies are in here, so I have them all nice and ready to go. Now, this area is going to be more of a... Well, actually, I'll talk while I do this. So, we're going to start with the first building of this, and the first building is actually going to be a... Now, the first building of this, and actually, I forgot something. We'll see. I might make this work. But... this building is going to be a pagoda because I want this to be able to be seen from down by the town and stuff. And when you're coming up through there, I want a nice big building. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to go across, I believe. It's been a while since I built one of these. We're going to go across like this. And I'm hoping this is enough mangrove. I did grow a bunch of mangrove. There's actually, it's hard to see from here, but there's a massive patch. You can barely see it. There's a massive patch of mangrove roots because mangrove roots are absolutely useless to me. But I want to keep them around because I might be able to use them at some point with the city. But that is not the focus of today. The focus of today is I'm going to be building this pagoda. I think it's a pagoda. It's a temple. And this one's going to be sort of the entrance to this area. And then I will be building an actual temple. Probably not in today's episode. I just want to focus on this. But we'll see. And there are a lot of pigs and cows up here for some reason. So yeah, this is sort of supposed to be just a spiritual place, as you might say. And I'm going to... And eventually we will regrow all these trees. So that way this whole area is just covered in cherry trees. Because that's kind of the point of it. It was covered in a bunch of not cherry trees. And that's not good. Let's use my scaffolding and build up. Okay. Now we have that. And I'm going to try something out here. Since I have some cherry wood here. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure if this will work, but we're going to see. I'm wondering if I can do a bunch of... I want to see if I can use the cherry... So I want to see if I can use the cherry wood here to make fences for these parts. I think that kind of works. I mean, it's a little bit bright, but this will be covered up by the roof parts. Now, I'm just wondering if I have enough to do that with. Because I don't have a lot here. I mean, I have some cherry trees and some bone meal, so I should be okay, but we'll see. Oh, let's just do this for now. And it's already turning nighttime, which is not great. Pig, get your muddy cleats off my bed. So we're just going to do this as sort of a test piece. I mean, I think the pink is going to clash a little bit with the mangrove, but I'm okay with that. I actually need to strip all this because it's not going to be brown. And where is my bed? I had it. Okay, so I think let's go ahead and strip all this down. Let's see. Can we get all this? I should have more than enough iron to get me through this episode. I'll have to go get some more after this. Yeah, I think the pink will work. All right, yeah, so I think the pink will work for this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue with this. So now that I have this, let's go ahead and get the rest of this in. Okay, now that I have this in, and this is let me get down here really quick. Now that I have all 5 layers in here, so this is gonna be a 5-layer building. And I'm not gonna lie, it's sort of looking like a city building, like I'm getting ready to build another city up here. Definitely not gonna do that. It's gonna change in a little bit. Now what we're gonna do, and I did have to tear out a few extra trees because, yeah, I did have to tear out a few extra trees because I ran out of cherry wood for the fences. But I did start planting a bunch of these, so hopefully we'll get some reforestation in this episode. And I have been replanting them steadily. Also so I can keep getting wood. And I think we're going to start the reforesting over here, because I think this is the best direction to go. Oh, there we go. Oh, now they're really starting to grow. Okay, nice. That's what I like to see. So yeah, so now we're up to this point. Now what we get to do is, aside from going to sleep, now I don't know if I have enough slabs to do this. I most likely don't, but we're going to try anyways. And I'm waiting for the sun to go down. Now, I was going to use deep slate with this, because I feel like deep slate would look really good here. But I felt that with the town, so the town already uses a bunch of deep slate. And while it would be a nice tie-in to the town, and it would look nice with this, I wanted to do something a little different, because I wanted to save some of my deep slate for the rest of the buildings. So instead, I'm going to be using stone slabs to give it some type of separation. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to, first of all, get all this back. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try to figure out a pattern for this. I think, how much do I want to go up? I think we'll do maybe, No. We want to go. That's annoying. Seeing all that up there. Right, so I think we'll go with this. And then if I can get a dirt block, because I have it on me. And then we want to go right there. Let me make that right there. All right, that works. Oh, let me up. We'll go right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and get those before I lose them, because that's annoying. All right, so now what we can do is, now that I have this, and this is sort of the size for where this is going to go. So now I'm going to take this, and we're going to make it go all the way around. So I'll start one end. I'll do this on camera for the sake of content. So we're just going to place that in. That is not how I wanted it. I think this will work, so it also keeps the fence posts from connecting to this, which isn't a bad thing, but I don't really want that to happen. But this also allow me to see how many of these I can... This will actually allow me to see how many of these there actually are, or if I have enough to do the whole thing. I might not have enough to do the whole thing in today's episode. So I ran out of the slabs. I mean, I have some here, but this is not going to be enough to finish it. So, oh yes, there's definitely a ton here. I'm just going to take all of this. This is technically supposed to go, this is actually supposed to go to the city, but I'll take that, and I'll take the smooth stone. Okay. So now that I have that, back to work. Okay, now that we have this, and let me take a step back so you can see it, we'll go over here. So now that we have... Ooh, I got 10 more. Nice. Okay, anyways. So now that we have this, and I did get the rest of it in, and that's actually looking really good. Now, I didn't think I'd like the stone with the mangrove, but it is starting to... It's looking really good. It's actually... This is actually giving me Studio Ghibli vibes. From the castle from Spirited Away, or is it Spirited Away? I haven't seen that stuff, so I don't know if that's the right terminology for it or whatever. But yeah, this definitely gives that kind of vibe with the mangrove and this. So I feel like honestly, I might. Yeah, I really like this design. All right, now I think what we'll do is I want to work on the top because that's the last part of it. Well, kind of the last part of it. And I do have a ton of this stuff still. And really what we're going to do is we're just going to... We're going to do a couple things here. And I'm actually going to need a stack of this. Right, so we're going to take a stack of this first. We're going to go all the way up here. And it's looking pretty good. I will have to fill these walls in. I have a plan for that in a moment. Well, I don't want to fill them in completely, but... Now, the first thing we need to do is I actually need to take this out. So, let's just get rid of all this. Try to catch all these fences before they fly off the side. Because I don't want to waste these blocks or these fences, because I could use these in a future build. Honestly, this temple, this shrine or pagoda, I really like this, and I like the color palette. I might do this. I'm probably going to use this in the, I'm actually going to use this in the temple, which I think will go right there in the future episode. But I'm thinking right there, I don't know if I can do it or if I will do it. But I might try to make the temple from the Studio Ghibli thing, Spirited Away. Someone will correct me in the comments, if it's Spirited Away or... Yeah, I think it is Spirited Away. I don't know. I haven't watched those. I haven't really watched those animes. I watch anime sometimes, but not as much anymore. Not as much as I used to. I used to be a massive anime nerd, so... And we're actually going to... Oops, wrong way. We're going to go this way. So that way I can put that there. Give me that. Alright. So now we can start the next layer. Now this needs to go into a... center. Right, so this needs to go into a centerpiece, so let's build this up. Why do I keep messing this up? It's supposed to be all slabs. So I can place that there, we'll stick that right there. Now what I need to do is I need to go get the smooth stone. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the smooth stone and we're going to turn it into slabs as well. And I don't know if that's going to be enough. We're going to see. Now the plan is that I'm going to take these slabs and... Now if you look on the Japanese pagodas or the shrines, I keep getting them confused. But if you look on these things, they tend to have a... So the way these things are built, they have to be able to withstand earthquakes because Japan is notorious for earthquakes and stuff of that nature. And so one thing that they do is with these shrines, I guess a little trivia for you. is that they have a giant pole, usually made of concrete or steel, that goes all the way through the building, and part of it sticks up at the top. And so these individual floors, if it were in real life, or the real ones AC, these can all shift and move with the seismic waves of the... Yeah, so they can move with the seismic waves of the earthquakes. And on top of them, usually on the tops of the poles, they usually have these spires. And these spires usually have some type of... Yeah, and these spires usually have some kind of... I don't know what it is, but it's sort of a thing here that it's like they have these parts that sort of are spaced out in such a way. I don't know what it is exactly. It's like the top of the thing, but I think it's just more meant to be a decoration or to make it look nice. So that is what I think 4. And because of how big this thing is, we're going to go up by 8. So that's 5. I don't want to make this too big. I actually might make this 10. Just to make life harder on me. Okay. That's 6. Right? Is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so 4 more. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And then we'll just do this. Let's see. Can I do it this way? Okay, so I try not to make it sit where I don't want it to. And then let's do this. Try to make sure I aim this just right. Okay. And then we'll go one more up. That was a little bit tricky. And then now, because this thing does continue after these parts, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's 10. Okay, now the next step is getting down without dying. And I probably should have made these fence. Yeah, I should have made these not fences but walls. We'll see how it looks with the walls. Ow. Ow. I probably could make that. I probably could make those into walls, but I think it's fine. It might be a little tall for something that short. Yeah, I think it's a little bit too tall. Yeah, that looks a lot more in scale with this. Doesn't need to be as big. Now I'm starting to work on the flares that go on the corners, and it is a little bit tricky. Usually I build these things in creative mode, and I'm not in creative mode. So, yeah, that's a little bit, yeah, so it's a little bit tricky to get, but I'm doing just fine with this. So let's see. The way I figured out to do this is, now these are small. They're not very big, but that's fine. Just place that there. And that's kind of how I've been doing it. And we'll do it again. Right there. Right there. And then right there. Then we'll go here. We'll go here. Alright, now that's the first layer of that done. Now I gotta get the rest of this in. And before I do that, I'm actually gonna go ahead and... Oh, I'm almost out of space. Maybe if I don't have stupid eggs in my inventory. That might help. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something really quick here. Because this is a little bit big for my liking. So we're going to take some of these fences out. And I'm going to sort of borrow the part of a concept from the town, where I'm going to take this and I'm just going to, instead of just having these pillars just supporting the whole thing, as nice that would be, as nice as it is, I don't want just these pillars supporting it, so we're going to bring it in just a little bit. I do want to keep these open, because there's really not going to be an interior to this, except for the ground floor. So let's make this. So I'm going to do this while I do the roof flares. Let's see. That's the last of that one. All right. And that looks pretty good. Okay. I think that is about it. Now, I did go ahead. Let me find my way down so I don't die. Now, we have one more thing left to do. The very last thing with this, and we've done. Actually, a couple things. Let's see. First thing we need to do is go and put this away. Oh. We'll put that away. Okay. So we got this done. And I did decide to put these on this floor too, just to give it some strength or make it look nice. Now, last thing we're going to do is we're going to take this and this, and we're going to make a bunch of slabs, as many slabs as possible. Because the next thing we get to do is I'm going to take this and we're going to dig it out. Because since this is where a path is going to go. Because the path is supposed to go right through this. Now, typically, you'd actually have a torii gate that would be the front of the entrance. But I decided to do this a little differently. I might put a torii gate down at the on the lower part of the hill. Or the mountain. But we'll see. So first we're going to clear all this out. I don't know how far we'll get with this, but I've got a lot of slabs, so we should be covered. And I did cover this up originally to give myself a place to build. This is before the episode, actually. Or in between episodes. Now it's being all chipped away. Alright, now we have that. Where is my pickaxe? We're going to dig out here. Alright, now we get to do this, tear all this out. And I did put torches here because I did find a spider that I had to kill. This place is becomes a mob farm apparently. Alright, now we have that. Now we get the fun task of filling all this in. So let's go on across. Oh, gotta sleep again. Let's just do this really quick. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. Okay. Stupid dirt block. Come here. Let's build all the way to here. Nope. We need you as a slab. Okay, why do I keep placing these slabs wrong? Let's do this. fill all this in. There goes my pickaxe. Let's make a new one really quick. Oh. If I don't fall in the hole. Okay, now we have that. Let's finish this up. If we can. We'll get as far as we can today. Let's place this there. Let's see. Can I get all these in there? I think we'll have enough. It's going to be close. Oh, I think we do. Will we have enough to finish this? Okay. Now we have that. Now the very last thing we need to do, which is going to help with the mob spawning. And you probably already guessed it. Because I have these little flares. Let's see. Will that be enough? Let's see. That is 5 times 4, which is 20. So might as well take the rest of this. And then we'll take my torches. Where are my torches? There they are. So much stuff in my inventory. Okay, we can only make 16, but it's enough to get started. Or enough to finish this. Now we're going to take these and put them on the corners, as this is typical in a lot of Japanese builds or buildings that you see. We'll try to get these in on as many floors as possible. But this will also help with the mob spawn to keep the mobs from spawning on the roofs. Oh, I forgot a block, I guess. I probably did forget a few blocks here because of just the way this is built. Do I have any more slabs? I do. Perfect. And then we will place that in. All right. So we're going to have one floor missing. But I think that's okay. I'll have to do that off camera or something. Or maybe... Let's get all these in. And one more. Okay, let me run back to the city really quick. Because I'm pretty sure I have a few more of these lanterns. And I'll grab some iron because I'll need it. Alright. Let me run to the city really quick. And I'll go grab some more. Because we're almost done. We have just these lanterns and they'll be finished. I probably should have grabbed some more iron the last time I was in the city. Okay, so I ran back to the city and grabbed some iron really quick. So let's go ahead and make some more lanterns. Come on. I gotta get to editing. Come on, scaffolding. A little faster. There we go. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Can we do it? Can we do it? And there we go. Okay. That's good. Now what we're going to do is going to get this down because I need to get my thumbnail. Ow. Ow. Okay. So now there's that. Now let's go take a look at this from below. Oh, if I don't forget my... Oh, come on. Why? Stupid scaffolding. Okay, let's go take a look at this from a distance. It's going to be a little bit hard to see with that tree, but... Oh. A zombie villager. Okay. I think there's a hole down there. Because it says... some of this land is terraformed, including this. This is going to be for a bridge. I'm not sure what's going to go over, but I'm thinking a path. But yeah, oh, that looks so good. I got to get rid of this tree, but that looks so good. Oh, wow, that is absolutely cool. I might have to tweak the windows or where the openings are, because I have an idea for that, but I don't have time to implement it because I have to get to editing. But yeah, that is so cool, and I really can't wait to get more stuff put in this because it's gonna look really cool with that. Because that can't be the only building up there, but that looks so cool. And as we go down farther, you can't see it too well from the bridge, I found. It does go out of render distance by then, but actually I'll even show you. So if I go towards the bridge, because the thing is that the bridge and the pagoda are just out of render distance. So yeah, you can... Yeah, so once you get to the bridge, you can't... Yeah. Yeah, so once you get to the bridge, it's basically gone. But as we come over here, you can see. Then you see that there's something in the distance. And then you kind of get an idea what it is. And you're like, oh, wait. And then it disappears behind the buildings. And so it kind of creates a psychological wonder when you're coming through this town. Because then it gives the idea of... Oh, what was that? I kind of know what that is. Let's go take a look at it. And they come here and you see, oh, this is such a really cool design and build. At least I hope it's a really cool design and build. You'll have to let me know down in the comments below. But I think that is all the time we're going to have for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this build. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Because it does help. It does mean a lot to me. And it really does about the channel. And yeah. And hopefully I inspire you guys to build your own Japanese pagoda / village or whatever you're doing. And that is all for me. Until next time, guys, I am Eject1. And you have been ejected.